G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. Today's lovely dessert has its origins from the Middle East. So join me today as we make a lovely baklava. Okay, first things first, with our baking pan, I've got some butter here that I've just melted into the microwave. Using a brush, just going to brush the entire base of the pan. Now I've got a filo pastry here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pan on top. Just grab a flat knife. I'm just going to cut around the base, just so we can get the equal size. Okay, so what we're going to do next, we're going to grab one sheet of filo pastry. Just going to line the base of the pan. And then we're just going to grab some butter and we're just going to completely cover this whole filo pastry in the butter. Okay, once that's done, we're going to move on to the next sheet. And we're going to do this for 8 sheets for the base. So 8 sheets on the base. And just butter in between each one. Next, I've got a mixture of walnuts and pistachios that I've just put through the food processor, just to get this nice consistency, powdery consistency, just like this. So what we're going to do is evenly spread that mixture right across the filo pastry. And just use your hands. Just going to even it out, just like so. Once it's nice and even, just a light push down, not too hard, just a light, very light push down. Just so it's firm, but not rock hard. Next we're going to grab some more filo pastry, and what we're going to do is, be careful this stuff dries out pretty quickly. I'm going to place that right on top, and again, grabbing our butter, just give it a light butter just on top, just so it's completely covered. Okay, once done, we're going to do this another 5 times. So a total of 6 sheets on top. So 8 on the bottom, 6 on top. Okay, now that's all the sheets put on. Now before we butter the top layer, grab a pizza cutter, it just makes it easier. We're going to cut right down to the base. And we're just going to make small squares. You can do diamonds as well. Traditional way is diamonds, but honestly it doesn't make any difference. If you want to go for that diamond look, that's completely up to you. Now once you cut all these squares, grab some more butter. It's going to get a light buttering just on top. Okay, once done, we're going to place this into a preheated oven at 220 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Now what we're going to do after 10 minutes, at the 10-minute mark, we're going to reduce the heat to 180 degrees and cook it for a further 35 minutes until it's nice and golden. Next we're going to make the sugar syrup. Now into a pot on medium to high, we're going to place in 1 cup of water and 3/4 cup of sugar, then the juice from 1 lemon, then about 375 grams of honey. And once in, we're going to give it a good stir. Now we're going to bring this up to a boil, and once it starts boiling, we're going to lower the temperature to a nice simmer for about 20 minutes. Okay, now that the syrup has been brought to a boil, so what we're going to do now is turn it down to low, and we're going to let it simmer, just simmer, for 20 minutes. Okay, so I've just taken our baklava out of the oven. It's still very, very warm. But it's all nice and crispy and it's cooked all the way through. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab our syrup, which I've just also taken off the stove, and we're just going to slowly pour it on top. Very slowly. Okay, once it's all poured on, we're going to let this sit here for a good 3 hours to completely cool down. And in that time, it's going to soak up all that honey, lovely honey juice. So we'll come back in 3 hours and see how they turned out. Okay, I've had these sitting here for about 3 hours now to cool down. I'll tell you what, they're looking pretty good. Now I'm just going to give one of these a try. Oh yeah, oh, that's really, really good. Really good. Still nice and moist. One thing about I've always found with the shop ones, they're always too dry. But these are very, very good. That sure does taste delish. Thank you for watching this episode of Todd's Kitchen. A list of ingredients are down below, along with links to my Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus page. Please show me a love by giving me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe.